First things first, you gotta pop off your sail speaker, and you do that by either using hand or flathead screwdriver or pry tool and just pull on it lightly and it'll snap off. Then you have a small connector that has a push tab on the bottom of it, so you have to kind of push it toward you and then pull the speaker away from you. If you're doing it with one hand, it's a little bit easier with two hands, of course. Then you have a small cover that needs to be removed with a flathead screwdriver, that small tab in the middle. This will reveal two Phillips head screws that need to be removed. And this is your third and final screw that you need to remove behind this small panel. I tried to get it with a regular, like standard flathead, and it did not work. Also, I was going from the wrong side, I realized after the fact. Tried to get a smaller flathead. This also didn't work because I didn't realize that I was still going from the wrong side until then, and I actually got it. As you can see, it came off. Now there's this little trick to it that I did not know about until I happened to do this. The trick is you go from the left side, duh, and then you twist your flathead, especially if you're using a small one. That'll let the cover kind of pop off and slide right out. Another thing to notice about this particular cover, don't pull it all the way out. I mean, you can if you want, but I didn't just because I chose to keep it, and it looks like it's attached to the door frame quite well, and I wasn't expecting it, so I left it there. It's not going to fall out or anything, just be careful. So 4 main areas you want to pull from to get the door frame off, or the panel. By the bottom speaker, the sail speaker, the courtesy light, and the lonely corner where nothing is. Now be very careful when you get all of those clips removed. Just pull up to get it separated from the windowsill and lightly tip it towards you so you can kind of see what you're doing. My preferred way of going about getting everything disconnected is from the bottom up. This is for the courtesy light or pool light, puddle light, whatever you want to call it. Just twist it, turn it out. Then there's a small little tab that keeps the wires in place that you can just pull up. You might need to wiggle it a little bit. It is kind of, it's tough and it's really snug in there. Just, I guess when they built the doors, they didn't want wires flailing everywhere, so they made it a little difficult to have to remove it, because you shouldn't ever have to, Boom, just like that. And just out of preference, I just kind of tucked the wires over another one so they wouldn't, touch the ground or anything. Now, the next thing you have to do is disconnect the window motor switch, the connector. And this one's kind of tricky if you haven't done it before, but in essence, that white tab you see there has a pull down pin or a push pin that you push in either with a finger or a flathead screwdriver, whichever is more comfortable. You push it in and you slide the white tab toward you, and then you pull it out. Just be careful because it is, there's not a lot of slack in any of these lines. So just be very careful, and then from there, the door frame is off. Here's a picture of that connector up close because I didn't get it in the video. So you push it up toward you, and then you slide the white tab away, and then the whole thing slides right out. And this is the mechanism, so it does turn, and that's the tricky part. One thing I didn't mention, the door handle itself. You can just push it through the hole in the door frame just to leave it connected and everything, so you don't have to worry about, kind of rigging everything back. So this is the door frame on the back side, and we're going to just be dealing with this left side to us right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws in this one plastic clip in the middle. So pretty much once you move all of the screws, and first you should pull it from that clip in the middle, and I did that at the end and it made things a little difficult, but essentially you just want to pull the armrest apart, pull it off, and it'll snap right off because it's clipped in. And that small tab on the right is also part of where the armrest frame is mounted, so you got to remove that too. You don't have to be too careful because, I didn't because I was throwing this entire thing out. But if you plan on redoing the fabric, then you might want to be a little bit careful taking this off. Otherwise just yank it off. And here is what it looks like with the frame off, the armrest off. And this is the armrests, completely dilapidated and broken. And, this is what the front of the door frame looks like now without the armrest. Now here's the new armrest in nice bubble wrap, and this is it outside of the bubble wrap. Comes with the frame. This is the old one on the left, as you can probably tell. And this is it going back onto the door frame. Not completely there yet, just want to kind of get it in there so I can show you on video what it looks like. And this is it fully secured. All the screws and the clip in the middle. This one is black now, just because the frame of it is black. And that's the door assembled back together. I gotta figure out what happened to my light, but that's pretty much it.